Hey, what's up YouTube? This is my first video as Tech Mogul, and I'm going to give you a preview, a review, and a basic rundown of all the new features on iOS 6 Beta 1. We're going to do that in the video here shortly, but first I have to thank Fishy15 for letting me have this iOS 6 beta. He is a registered Apple developer and can register your device through your UDID and get you the iOS 6 Beta 1 running on your device. You have to have the IPSW. He does not provide that. However, I'm going to put a link in the description just for you. You go ahead and click that, download that. You do the restore of your device. And I'm not liable for any of that if you damage your iPad, iPhone, iPod Touch, any of that. If you damage that in any way by trying to put iOS 6 on it. One thing I can tell you is if you do not have a registered device or registered UDID, iOS 6 will not be able to be installed on your device. You can get it for only $10 through Fishy15. I'm going to put a link for his website, his YouTube channel, and his Twitter page in the description, along with the IPSW link. So go ahead, watch the rest of this video. Thanks to Fishy15 for your help, and I suggest that the rest of you guys go ahead and pay him $10 for the UDID registration, because iOS 6 is pretty awesome. Alright YouTube, let's go ahead and take a look at iOS 6 Beta 1 running on my iPad 3. Okay, so first of all, you turn on the lock screen. You don't see really that many changes. You don't really see any widgets or anything like that, which is kind of anticipated by some tech news websites and things like that, some blogs and things like that, and along those lines. There's not really any of that, which is kind of disappointing. You come on, and your main screen there is same old apps, same old little icons there. The dock is the same. No really any changes except for 3 new icons: settings, clock, and maps. Let's go ahead and take a look at maps. Alright, so maps is Apple's main feature, I guess it would be safe to say, on iOS 6. They moved away from Google and are no longer using their mapping sources and things like that. You can zoom in and really see some detail here. A lot of the trees are really vivid colors. They don't really look like trees. They look like meshed 3D things, which is of course expectable because it's only a 3D map. It's not a virtual reality video game, anything like that, that would be as crystal clear as you would expect it to be. But it is really, really, really fantastic and spectacular, I would have to say. You can really get on detail here. Like I said before, cars are 3D, buildings are 3D, everything's 3D. Now, if you get to a rural area, if you go and were to look up some, random address in, let's say, Delaware, you wouldn't really get anything 3D wise. It would just be plain old flat, just like that. You can't really zoom in on those areas or make them 3D out in the sticks. It's gonna get blurry. It's gonna get just not as spectacular as some of the thriving metropolises and those really large buildings and things like that. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at another feature. Actually, it's a couple more features put into the settings app here. You got Do Not Disturb, which can be turned on and off. It changes your notification settings to make them all mute, not able to be heard or anything like that. You got the Privacy tab, which is new as well. You can go in and turn on off what you would prefer to be known about you. What can mesh with your contacts, what can be meshed with your calendars, photos, reminders, things like that. So that's pretty much it for the settings. Alright, another main feature that Apple added was a different App Store and iTunes Store. They pretty much just changed the GUI. If I can get it to load here, that's the only wrong thing about beta. Oh, there we go. Looks like it crashed. Not something uncommon for a beta. Let's see if iTunes works. Oh, there we go. But like I said, they were basically just minor improvements to the GUI of the store, things like that. It does look really nice, I must say. You get this carousel view of the main supported features, I guess you could say, like some of the new albums coming out, things like that. You get previews the same, I guess. You have reviews and related tabs. Things just look a little different. It's the same. It's same old iTunes. I just would say that things look different. All right. Another thing that Apple added, at least to the iPad 3 and iOS 6, is Siri. What is the weather?
Here's the forecast through Monday.
And it'll give you a forecast just like it would on the iPhone 4S. Nothing really spectacular if you already own an iPhone 4S. Some new features are: Siri, give me the batting average for Adam Jones. And it'll give you some baseball information.
Which Adam Jones? Adam Jones has a batting average of .310.
And it'll give you a batting average there, runs batted in. It'll give you a home run average, things like that. Really cool for you sports lovers out there.